Welcome to another episode of the Japan Reach podcast. Embark on an exciting journey through the heart of Japan, its vibrant culture, fascinating traditions, and the stories that make it truly extraordinary. Our team has traveled far and wide across Japan, immersing ourselves in its rich culture and connecting with its incredible people. Now we're bringing those unforgettable experiences straight to you. From hidden gems to captivating guest stories, each episode dives into what makes Japan unique and inspiring.
When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow won't be just the same for you and me. And I always
Konnichiwa, Tomodachi. Watashi wa John desu, your host, and we have a fun topic lined up for today. This podcast goes out to all you music lovers and shower singers around the world. Today we are going to talk about a cultural phenomenon that got its start in Japan and within a couple of decades made its way around the world. Let's talk about karaoke. Whether you've belted out a power ballad at a birthday party or watched a friend butcher a Bon Jovi classic at a local hangout, karaoke has likely touched your life. But where did it come from? And how did it travel from a tiny bar in Japan to every corner of the world? Grab your mic, real or imaginary, and let's dive into the fascinating history of karaoke. It was 1971 in the bustling port city of Kobe, Japan, one of my favorite places to visit. The story of karaoke begins with a man named Daisuke Inoue, a drummer in a local band. Inoue's band played at bars and clubs, and when they weren't singing their songs, they provided live backing tracks to customers who wanted to sing. One day, a client asked if Inoue could record music for him to sing along while on a business trip, and that sparked an idea. Inoue assembled a simple device, a tape player connected to an amplifier, and pre-recorded instrumental tracks. He called this machine the 8-juke and placed it in a bar charging 100 yen per song. Boom! Karaoke was born. Now here's the twist. Inoue never patented the machine. He saw it as a novelty, not a gold mine. While he didn't become a billionaire, Time magazine eventually honored him as one of the most influential Asians of the 20th century. Karaoke, by the way, comes from two Japanese words, kara, meaning empty, and oke, short for orchestra. Literally, it means empty orchestra. In the late 70s and early 80s, karaoke spread rapidly through Japan. Initially, it was a bar gimmick, but soon karaoke boxes, private rooms with soundproofing and equipment popped up across urban centers. But why did it catch on? Here's a few reasons. In Japan, group harmony and social bonding are a big deal. Karaoke lets coworkers and friends unwind together without pressure. I will also point out that unlike here in the West, where people seem to care more about your actual capacity to sing, in Japan it's just about the joy of it all. As technology advanced, cassette tapes and laser discs made it easy to distribute new karaoke songs. In the 1980s, Japan was in the midst of an economic boom. There was a lot of cash and more leisure time. Karaoke became a go-to pastime. And karaoke technology was making the experience better and better as karaoke machines included on-screen lyrics and remote controls. It was becoming a national addiction. By the late 1980s and early 90s, karaoke fever had left Japan and was sweeping through Asia. South Korea, Taiwan, China, and the Philippines embraced karaoke with open arms. In fact, in the Philippines, karaoke machines became so common they were found in rural homes, barber shops, and even on buses. Then, like so many cool Japanese ideas, karaoke came to the West. It got its start thanks to Japanese immigrants and businessmen, as the machines popped up in Japanese restaurants and soon spread to mainstream bars and clubs. It didn't hurt that TV shows like American Idol and The X Factor later fueled the dream of everyday singing stardom, making karaoke more than just a night out. It became everyone's fantasy to be discovered and make it big, even if it was just for the patrons at the time. In Europe, karaoke became part of the pub culture in countries like the UK, while cities like Paris and Berlin embraced karaoke boxes for private parties. Technology played a huge role in making karaoke global. Jump forward a decade or two, and karaoke machines became household appliances. Even my mom had one, with all of the hits she grew up with, ready to play. Songs from Bob Seger, Journey, Olivia Newton-John. You could buy one at the department store, complete with a catalog of songs. Even gaming consoles got into the fun with apps like SingStar on the Sony PlayStation. And then, the internet changed everything. You no longer needed a karaoke machine, as YouTube became a karaoke paradise. Websites like Karaoke Version, Smool, and Karafun let people sing, share, and even duet with friends or strangers worldwide. Smool, for example, turned karaoke into a social network with over 50 million users by the late 2010s. And let's not forget mobile apps. Today, your smartphone is your personal karaoke machine with pitch correction, video filters, and even live streaming. Karaoke isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a global cultural phenomenon. In Japan, it's still a multi-billion-dollar industry. In the Philippines, it's a fixture of family life. In the West, it's a staple of birthday parties, bachelor nights, and office gatherings. Even celebrities get into it. Think Carpool Karaoke with James Corden. That segment alone brought karaoke back to the forefront of pop culture, with Paul McCartney and Adele singing in cars for millions of viewers. But karaoke's deep power is this: it brings people together. It's the great equalizer. You don't need talent, just guts. It's about joy, connection, and sometimes glorious disaster. As for the future, think VR karaoke lounges, AI-generated harmonies, and even karaoke in the metaverse. But no matter how high-tech it gets, karaoke will always be about that timeless moment. One person, one song, one mic, and an audience of friends cheering you on. So, from a humble tape deck in Kobe to a global stage, karaoke has come a long way. It's a reminder that music doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be shared. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please follow us if you want to hear more about amazing Japan. Leave some feedback in the comments or thoughts about a topic for a future episode. God bless and Jamata.